Hey guys, lots of interest from that last video we did about the motor holder and the complete setup of the winch and how the ropes run and how it comes down. So we'll give you a bit of a video of the rest of it. Start off with the boat motor holder. This is my standard twin wheel carrier. So I've had the twin Kaymar rear bar on there. That's the standard bit that comes in. Obviously gets attached into here with welded nuts inside. So I've pretty much just copied that, a bit of 65 by 65. I think I've gone about 5mm thick square tubing, and then a solid block up here with some reinforcement just to stop any movement when we go over corrugations and whatnot. It's got the arm out here for the leg of the motor, so that supports it, and we've got a padlock in here, so just like the standard one, so we can chuck a padlock through there. And it hopefully keeps the honest thieves away. Anyway, if they want it, they're going to get it. But obviously, yeah, so the rear wheel carrier, she closes up, she tucks away, and the engine sits in here. So I'll chuck the engine on now, and you can have a look. Alright, so we've got the 15 horsepower Yami 2-stroke. I went the 2-stroke because I was going to lay it down and I didn't want oil to go over in the caravan, but since then COVID hit and we've designed this. So with this one, you obviously I've got to tilt it forward one. So one out there, we lift her up. And there we go. So she sits on there. Once she's up, we click her back down, and that's her. So we tighten it all up. Now the reason why I haven't powder coated or anything yet is where the clamps sit. I'm just going to get some round tube and weld it in around there, and hopefully that'll lock it in a little bit better and stop it from moving. And then we'll get the anti-theft put back on there, and she won't be able to go anywhere. So once I get that round tube put in, I'll get it powder coated and she'll be apples, but that's basically the vibe. And then you can open up your wheel carrier and she doesn't hit the car, she doesn't go nowhere. So that's the engine holder. Works well. Can't wait to use it off-road and see how she goes. So the next part everyone's been asking questions about is the arm that keeps it off the car. So I've designed it as a bit of a flat rack rather than having it, some of them come out like that, but I wanted the option of pulling that out, a lot better for storage. So that slides in there, we've got a little pin that slides in here, and then in she goes, solid as. Got a split pin to keep that pin in, and it's as simple as that. So lots of people always also asking about the setup up on the roof here. So just bought this little eBay 3,000 pound winch. I've mounted that on the back, so put this plate in at the back here, mounted the winch on. Now the winch runs forward all the way up to here. We've also put another bracket on and a bit of a stainless steel padlock through a pulley system which runs all the way through the back and down to the boat, which therefore creates that pulling up. I've seen some others where the winch is mounted at the front. I wanted it at the back just to keep it out of the way. So my little wings that I've named them, they bolt on, bolt off. They've got this plastic boat runner stuff on them, stops steel to steel contact. At the back, many people thinking that I've got rollers, but I've just got the same thing. So one on a bit of an angle, one up here and one on the side. The boat slides up and down at no worries. So all of those wings are fully removable. So when you're back at home and we're not traveling around Australia anymore, they'll come off, and yeah, we'll be able to just have a normal roof rack. So we've had to modify the Tracklander roof rack a little bit just by putting bigger gluts in here for the wings to be mounted to. But the reason why I went with Tracklander is because it's a fully enclosed cage where I can build this and keep it as a normal roof rack and not look like a top hat like some of them can look like. So that's why I purposely built it off a Tracklander, because I think they look the part and can be used for this. So I've built it also obviously to the width of the boat, but keeping in mind that it doesn't stick out too far past the car. So these are all tucked in nice, in line with the bottom of the car and not sticking out too far. Alright, so we've got the boat set up, ready to be lifted up. So you've seen it being lifted up. We'll lift it up. So once you get it to this stage, I can now drive forward, back, left, right, all around. It's like having a trailer. So I'm going to pull forward so I don't hit my roof. If you're at the boat ramp, you can do this up the top, set it up like this, reverse it straight down, straight in the water. Boom, boat's on, so it doesn't take too long to get it set up. Alright, so now everyone's been asking, show me how you get it down. This is how we do it. To that tipping point. Now there is a little bit of manual work in it. You get it to that tipping point. And down she comes. So I've got this little bit of rope on here. I've got to play with the drawbar extender, the backstop, just so that it gets to that tipping point on its own. But yeah, for now, I just use this bit of rope and pull it down till she's tipping over. Weights all on the winch.